Here, I want to ask you about this avalanche of information that's coming out about Harvey Weinstein, because the question is, I mean, you're in the industry. How do you think Hollywood moves on from this point? How do you think it can seize this moment and turn it into something positive?
I think it's important that we acknowledge that this isn't just Hollywood. This is so much more global, and it's not just, oh, guess what, this is what's happening to women suddenly. This has been happening since the beginning of time, but now people are finally talking about it. And I think that that's what's important, is that where I never had experiences like this with Harvey myself. I only had positive ones with him, but that's but that goes to show where you don't always see what's going on behind closed doors. So I think that when people come forward, that your bosses, you have to acknowledge it. There have been moments where I've come forward, where other people have come forward with things that just feel little and you're not sure. But when your bosses tell you that this is not a priority to them, then you think, okay, well then this must not be that big of a deal. Maybe what I'm complaining about isn't really that big of a deal, and it is.
And you're right, that's every single workplace.
Yep.
You just have to know it's okay to talk about it.
Yeah, but it's more than just like, oh, we're talking about it and we're supporting it. It's action. Everybody says that they stand in solidarity, but you have to show them.
You have your wonderful husband who's in the business as well. Is it helpful that you both are in this business and can have conversations and...
In general, yeah, it's nice to have somebody who understands what you're doing, especially because our job is so weird. We have to, be married to other people, and it's all so strange. It's still strange. It's never normal, even when we're both doing it. But it's helpful to know that, when you're acting like you're in a relationship with someone, that's not actually what's happening. Because I have friends who are married to people who aren't in the business, and they're like, oh, so you're not actually making love in that scene? It's like, no, definitely not. No. So yeah, those elements are helpful.
And his tweets about your daughters are hysterical.
Luckily, I lost my password to Twitter like a year and a half ago, so I haven't been able to keep up. So everybody's always asking me about it, and I say, "Oh my God, he said
trust
what?"
us.
No, he's so funny. So anyway, a lot of therapy.
Thanks for coming in. All I see is you as an